Hi everyone, this is another day, another dish. Today it's something very unique I'm going to cook. I've not tried this, but here is the thing. I brought a raw papaya and I made half of it into a papaya salad, and the other half was left over and I didn't know what to do with it. And I remember my mom used to make wonderful papaya vegetable, and I kind of couldn't figure out how it was made. So I went and looked up green papaya vegetables in the internet and found wonderful cuisine, and one of them turned out to be something that would interest me. So this is the green papaya curry, kind of curry with lintel, which also goes as a very nice breakfast, and it's from Tamil Nadu and it's called Potu. I don't know if I got the name right, but P-O-O-T-U. And that's what I'm going to cook today. Yeah, and it can be had for breakfast or it can accompany a normal meal. So let me show you the ingredients. We've got raw papaya, cut into kind of cubes. We've got the yellow dal. This is Moong Dal, soaked it in water. We've got tomato, kind of chopped, and 2 green chilli, slit in the middle. We've got shallots, with 7 of them. We've got curry leaf, and we got coconut. Right. So it's a 2-step process. So the first step is of course to boil the oil, and the second step is to temper it, right? So let me first do the boiling bit. So I got my pressure cooker. I let me bring it closer here so it's convenient for Julie to take the photograph of the video. Then I'm going to rinse the dal, add the dal in. It's kind of 3/4 cup, right? I'm going to put the 2 chilies and the tomato. That goes in, done. Then I'm going to add salt. And again, remember, the salt test I will do when I do tempering, but this is just for now. The final salt test during the tempering process. That's done. A little bit of turmeric, as always. Kind of a teaspoon of it. Turmeric goes in there, and then water. So I'm going to add about roughly 4 cups of water because there's like the dal is there 3/4 plus the papaya has to soften, so a little bit more water is desirable. So 4 cups of water, or maybe make it 4.5. Right, there you go. I'm going to now stir it. Right. And I'm going to put the cover on, and I'm going to cook it for 3 whistles. The first whistle will be on high flame, and the next 2 whistles on medium to low, and that's it. That's the first step. While the dal is getting cooked in the pressure cooker, the step 2 is to have coconut and cumin seeds, and I have already put them here into a hand grinder. This is where I'm going to grind it, and I'll tell you how and when this gets added before the tempering process. This is just make sure you grind it, not really into a paste, but enough for the cumin seeds and the coconut to kind of melt into each other, and the flavor of the cumin seeds coming out. That's about it. You don't have to do anything more. Okay, the dal has been cooked, the whistle's done, but I'm going to let it cool down. I prepared this, which is the mix of the coconut and the cumin seeds, which I'll tell you what we do. In the meantime, let's prepare the tempering process, so that we don't have to waste our time. So I'm going to switch on the flame, put this on, and then I'm going to add the mustard oil. Nice handful of it, and we'll let the heat to spread the oil around so that the pan does not get unbiased heated. So while that happens, okay, for the tempering, as the oil heats up, we're going to have mustard. We have mustard seeds, black mustard seeds. We have about 6 shallots finely chopped. We got, this is Asofetida, which is Hing. a very Indian thing, and we've got the curry leaf, right? So we're going to temper this, and then we're going to finish the dal. So let's start the process. First thing first, I'm going to add mustard seeds and let it crackle, and then I take the next step. So that's the mustard seeds. While that waits to be crackled, I'm going to put kind of 2 dry chilies, Indian dry chili. I've kind of removed the seeds so that they don't kind of make it too hot, but adds the flavor. So while that's kind of heating up, this is the time I'm going to add the Asofetida, which is Hing. That gives a very distinctive flavor. So Hing is the Indian name for Asofetida. Yeah. So we'll stir it. And Hing is also, Asofetida is actually extremely helpful for digestion. So it has both benefits. At this point, I'm going to add the finely chopped shallots. Reduce the flame a little bit. And as that kind of gets in, add a little bit of salt. The final salt test will happen at the end. So I'm going to reduce the flame a little bit more. And I'm going to add the curry leaves, right? I add the curry leaves. And it's a beautiful fragrance of the red chili, the dry red chili, the Asofetida, the mustard seeds. So this is kind of done. I'll just wait for the dal which is getting here to cool down. In the meantime, I'll just cover it and switch off the flame and let it sit. Alright, so the dal has now, the pressure cooker has cooled down. So I'm going to basically remove the excess. Yes, it's cooled down. So now, as you can see, it's beautiful, right? So I'm going to put it back here. I'm going to switch on the gas, and it is on the lowest. It is on the lowest flame. So I'm going to put the gas there, and then this ingredient which I had mashed is going to go in there. Let me get a spoon. This whole ingredient, which is the coconut and the seeds, the cumin seeds mashed together, goes in there. That's done. And I'm going to, while it's on low flame, I'm going to just stir that into the dish and let it come to a kind of a little bit of a boil, right? So it's all well done now. So I'm just going to let it boil. And it's kind of, you can see it's boiling, so it'll boil for some time. Now this is boiled properly, so I've switched off the gas. As you remember, I had prepared the tempering, which is there. I'm going to light up the fire. Light up the fire, give it a little bit of a stir, and as it heats up a little bit, and it kind of saves time while the dal was being cooked, I prepared the temper. And as it's heating up, I'm going to basically put this into the, very carefully, into the pan. Slow the flame and then stir it a little bit for the marination to mix. That was a timer for the dal. So I'm going to stir it. Make sure the temper is well mixed with the dal. I wouldn't call it the dal, a potu as they call it, I think, in Tamil Nadu. It's basically done. So I'm going to take this. And then the last step is to take chopped corianders and put it on top. As it's coming to a boil, put it on top, and then just cover it and heat it, put a high flame for about 10 seconds so that it kind of retains the heat, and you switch it off. That's a wonderful dish of Moong Dal, raw papaya, you know, and with all the condiments of coconut, cumin seeds, mustard seeds, curry leaf, and it can go as a wonderful breakfast in the morning, you know, with idli, or just that is a very healthy meal by itself. So that's about it. It took us about 20 minutes to cook that dish. Thank you.